Agvila and I are going to talk about how to get out of body or in our imagination, shift consciousness into these other planes of existence, realms, dimensions, densities, whatever you want to call them. Uh-huh. Another aspect of this is the manifestation phenomena and how manifestation occurs. Think about it, feel about it, bring about it. And when you're over there dealing with an entity or something that is bothering a client, you're imagining it or you're tuning into their imagination or something, and you're thinking about it, you're visualizing it, you're feeling it in an extremely high level of experience. Theoretically, if you take out some reptilian or some reptilian ship, is that not the manifestation technique? You think about it, feel about it, bring about it in these higher planes. It's like a revision technique, any basic classic manifestation technique. So it manifests there. Now, if the client is going, yeah, and seeing it and feeling it and thinking about it, and they have a choice to agree or not agree or believe it or not believe it. But if they did, seems to me that they would be co-creating the more positive effects that they're looking for in their own life. So far, so good. Sound right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And what we do is teach people that they do have this ability on their own, that they can, especially if they have the good visuals. You don't need them. You can have imagination without the visuals, but you imagine the outcomes you want regarding your targeted individual issues and the entity issues. And it can get more complex and challenging because of the thoughts that some entities will put in your head. So you got to be able to discern or ask, is this my thought? Is this my feeling? And, be discerning like that. But yeah. In this way, whether a person does it on their own or with our help, they can start imagining or seeing how it is and then change it with our imagination or their imagination and get results. Yeah.
For me, like the most fun thing is actually working with people who have been developing the muscle
Mm-hmm.
of consciousness shifting and all. And when you can connect with someone who clearly sees that stuff and they're like, hey, Akvila, I see you too.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're both experiencing the same thing, you're just sitting right here, I'm talking to you, and a few of the friends I know, they're there, they see me, I see them, we have the same experience. So
Yeah.
that's really fun.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. And when people have visuals that well and they say, yeah, I see it, I can, I'm feeling it. It's no longer necessary for Agvila to look and do it, put our attention on the client, and we guide them. Okay, what are you seeing now? Well, he's looking at me, he's standing there with an attitude, and then we'll guide or coach the client into what to do next and what to do next, what to say, or saying, hey, you've got this. So they will deal with the reptilian or the gray or the whatever on a ship, whatever they're doing, and they can take care of it. They can either blow shit up or make a deal with the ET or something like that. So it's even more satisfying, enjoyable when the client is able to see it and we guide them and help them get rid of their shit. Then after session, they've got the skill, the ability, the understanding, the experience, and they can do it on their own.
Yeah, I think like the most
Yeah.
important thing is for a person to realize that they have all those muscles, all those abilities, and they just need to be aware of it, learn how to use it, and actually believe in it.
Uh-huh. Do you have any tips for a person that is developing their visualization abilities?
Depends on their goals and what they want. Uh, Not everyone wants to go after the harsh negative stuff. Not everyone wants to go fight reptilians and other stuff. Like some people just have visuals and they're happy about it. So really, for some, the exploration, whether it's guided or by themselves, just to, in a way of daydreaming, imagining a world where they have the scenarios they like, and even if someone heard of the quantum jumping, just connecting to an aspect where you are doing great, where you have certain ability, and just living that, visualizing and feeling it and just like trying to get into as much perception as possible, make it as real as can be while you're in that moment, and coming back and just kind of like practicing that skill. Like you can literally download the good things. So for those that, like really depends on people's goals. Some want solutions to their issues, others just want to have it fun. So I think like connecting to their stronger aspects, imagining it, living it, and trying to practice some of that good stuff here is probably the best thing.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, it's called Quantum Jumping, and Burt Goldman wrote the book and has YouTube videos on it if a person wants to know more about that. It's a very workable technique. Now, here's another whole thing. A person can have really good visuals and all this ability to go out of body or consciousness shift into these other realms and adventure and play. But at the same time, it's also a real good idea to stay grounded and create your life here, the kind of life you love to live, and live the life you love and love the life you live here with your wonderful imagination assisting you. All right, Aguila?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the ultimate. I would think that would be the big one of the big goals or objectives is to be able to use that sort of ability to create a better life for yourself here. Yeah. Well, that's all I have to say about the subject. Yes. Good place for a break, or you want to? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's just Aguila and I talking about different subject areas. Hope you liked it, and I hope you got something out of it. And thank you for watching. Thank you, Aguila. Bye bye.